What's going on, Daniel here. So last week I received an email from my client that we had just concluded a launch that we had for the month of September, and they made a total of $140,000 from that launch. As a marketing strategist, that was good news. I was so happy because all of my hard work had finally paid off. But as a content creator, let's talk about you. How can you make that kind of money in your business? Even if you haven't started right now, what is the pathway to making that kind of money? Maybe not exactly. Maybe you don't need that kind of money. You don't need $140,000 a month. But if you can make even half of that, maybe like a quarter of that, that's still good money. And I want to give you the pathway, just give you some things some of my clients did that allowed them to do this. Of course, it didn't happen overnight, but you get what I mean. If you do this for long enough, you will get there. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to pick a problem to solve. To make any type of money or to exchange value, you need to bring some type of value to the table for people to say, you know what, take my money. They have to ask you, what are you giving me in return? And you need to think about that. What can you help other people solve? What problems can you help them solve? Now, to help someone solve a problem, a lot of people think they need to be this, guru expert who knows everything. But no, you don't have to be that. In fact, in the case of my client, they are a health professional, and what they do is help other health professionals become better at their jobs, have a better work-life balance, and not burn out, and ultimately make more money. And you might be thinking, well, I'm not in the health niche, what do I do? Well, it only comes down to picking something that you're already solving, a problem that you're solving for yourself right now. What is that thing? I can help you think about it, but only you know. But I'll give you some examples. Say you are very good on camera. I like to think I'm very confident on camera, and that's potentially something I could teach other people. How can you become more confident? How can you be, less anxious and be willing to, face the camera more confidently? That's something I can teach other people. But what is yours? Are you good at using the iPhone to take pictures? I've seen other people, in fact, teach people how to take iPhone photography, and that's something that they made a ton of money from. So you need to figure out what that thing is for you. What can you help other people do? How can you help them go from where they are to where they want to be, or from point A to point B? It doesn't have to be this deep thing, but just figure out what that thing is. Now, once you've done that, you need to have a feedback system. Now, you don't want to create a program that nobody wants. That is going to burn you out. You're going to waste time. You're going to waste money. But what you want to do is create something that people already need, something that they're already asking for. And how do you create that feedback system? Someone mentioned in my comment yesterday that they are in a place right now where they know they want to create something, but they don't know what to put in that thing, what other people might want, and how they want to put that thing together, and where they want to host it, and all of the tools and things like that, which I will talk about later on in this video. But the thing is, you want to have a feedback system, and having a feedback system means that you need to put yourself out there. You need to start asking questions. You need to start talking about the things that you want to teach, that thing that you're passionate about. And that might mean that you want to get on social media platforms, start making content. Could be YouTube, TikTok. Short form content is a good place to start right now because one, it's very fast to make, easy, and you can get feedback quite easily. So I would advise you to start from there. Start talking about that thing that you're passionate about. Start putting out a lot of content, and over time, I'm not saying this is gonna happen overnight, hear me out, but over time, you're gonna start seeing some pointers. People are gonna start reacting. They're gonna start asking you questions. Now, this is where you need to take note, because you're gonna have to document all of this process. The questions that people have, the concerns, the worries, the inputs that people have, these are your feedback that you will use eventually to create that thing that you want to create. So once you have built this feedback system, then it's time to start teaching it really to people. And you can't make $140,000 overnight without starting somewhere. You need to start small. And my client surely didn't, make $140,000 out of nowhere. The previous launch they did, I'm pretty sure they didn't make, up to 100,000. So you need to start small. So I would advise that you teach what you have, that problem that you're trying to solve. We're going to take it to a small group of people where you can get even better feedback, and that way you're not overwhelmed. You're not thinking about, oh, is this thing impactful, or is this, is it that? And that's exactly what I did when I started teaching how to get clients with Upwork. I put together a list of 10 people who have shown interest in my content, and I told them, hey, if you take this course and you can successfully prove that you can make money with it, I will give it to you for free. And in turn, just give me some feedback how I can improve this program. Sure enough, people took the program. Of course, not everyone responded, not everyone finished it, but I did get some emails back and someone did tell me that I made money from that course. And that is the proof that I need that my concept worked. And that is exactly what you need to do. You need to take a small group of people, give them that thing to learn for free, and if they have any feedback, they give it to you and you use that feedback to improve that program. Now, once you've done that, it's time to introduce it to general public, which is where you make the most money. Now, making the most money means that your program is highly priced. It's priced, as a high ticket program, because let's be honest, you can't make $140,000 a month by selling $27 ebook. So the money you make, the amount of money you make is solely dependent on the value you provide. If you have a course that solves a bigger problem, then you can charge more for it. So where do you host these programs? Well, if you're doing something like a modular course or like a live program, you can use platforms like Kajabi, you can use Teachable, you can use Kartra, you can use ClickFunnels to host your program. But if you want to sell like an ebook, for example, a $27 ebook, a $19 ebook, then you can think about System.io. I've made videos about System.io. You can look at them in the cards, or I'll link them in the comments down below. But you can set them up pretty easily, and now you need to start talking about is that driving traffic to that program or to that product that you want to sell. Now, let's go to the final and most important part of this video, which is driving traffic. Traffic is everything. If you have the best product in the world and you're not driving enough traffic, nobody's seeing it, then you're not going to make any sale. For my client, we used Facebook and Instagram ads to drive traffic to this program that they were trying to sell. And of course, sure enough, we didn't make a lot of profit from that. So you need to start doing it either of two ways. One, you want to go the organic route, or you want to go the paid route. If you're just getting started, I would surely advise that you go the organic route, because one, it's going to make sure that you don't lose a lot of money. But the downside is that it is a slow grind. One, you need to start creating content, which is YouTube, for example, TikTok, Instagram, create content, build a community, then introduce your offer to them. The second way to go about it is by using paid traffic, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, LinkedIn, TikTok, whatever it is. There's so much avenue out there. You just need to identify where your audience is and you go meet them there. For Facebook ads, for example, for making $140,000 on Facebook, we spent about $27,000 on Facebook, meaning you're gonna have to put in a lot of money, and there's no guarantee that you make anything back unless your product has been proven to work. So the upside is that one, you can get quick results, but the downside is that you can lose a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing. So whatever route you take, you can make money either way. You just have to understand the upsides and the downsides of each. For my client, we use paid ads, like I said, and they've been doing this for quite a while. And you need to understand that this is not going to be an overnight thing. So if this is something that you're interested in doing, let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll make more content like this that caters to answering those specific questions about the things you need, how you go about it. But this is how you, as a creator, can increase your reach, increase your impact, and make a lot of money while doing it. My name is Daniel. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and leave a comment down below in the comments as well if you have any questions. And don't forget, hit me up on Instagram, ifdanieldid. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.